The reason why I do the poodle heads is because the poodle is the most objectified of dogs, so it seems like kind of a way to talk about being a woman without talking about it. We are all these different things and complicated, but women are kind of reduced to like physical plane or just being like kind of cute or whatever, like you're not looked at beyond that as much. I don't like it when things are too obvious, so I think I err on the side of not being obvious at all. I left Korea when I was 3 and then moved to Iran and Thailand and then LA and to New Jersey. So basically lived in 4 different countries by the time I was maybe 10. The language was always changing, so it kind of made me distrust it a little bit, and that's what got me interested in the visual arts. Even though English is now my main language, I think in English, I feel like I feel in Korean, and that's like a very melodramatic and sentimental language. I had been doing animation for so long, I kind of felt like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I have like pixel level control, and it's nice to be able to be so specific and get specificity, you know, with whatever you're doing. I just felt like everything I was doing in my life was just on the computer, so I needed to just take myself into the physical space. There were a lot of different possibilities that things could go. I was working in 2D and flat for so long that that's how I visualized everything in my head, so I couldn't make anything in 3 dimensions, so that kind of got me down the road of like examining like how things like get translated from your head to like an actual physical object, and that's basically what I've been exploring. For some of them, I do think of them as characters in an animation that haven't quite realized that they've been displaced and they've been put in this world. You know, when the cartoon character runs off a cliff and they don't realize they're not running on anything, so they're still running. So it's kind of like that feeling of, you know, they don't know yet. I wouldn't be able to make these things without it, and it wouldn't be able to make it without me, so we're just kind of going back and forth with it and having some kind of relationship, I guess, where it's showing me things that I wouldn't normally see if I was just working by myself. I really like when there's random things happen, and as I got more proficient at working with clay, it was harder to just do things randomly or leave things up to chance. Like in a way, the printer is failing because it's not doing what the machine is supposed to be doing, and then it just made me look at the whole concept of failure and, you know, is it failure? There's a moment where it seems like the whole thing is going to fall apart because it's not built correctly or set up correctly, but then just by sticking with it a little bit, then it kind of, like, the worse the situation seems, the more interesting the object ends up being. I'm not sure if I really made sense just then.